One Team One Podcast back. I got Jack off guard because we started already. Episode 129. And I only know that because I did the graphic earlier. So
Very nice.
I had to look it up. Okay. Big week. We're going to talk about Tennessee. We're going to talk about Auburn from last week. And I guess what our expectations are. I think it might be all over the board in this game, maybe for a lot of us. I'm not sure, but we'll go through our predictions and all that. But first, before we do anything, we're going to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Bank of England Mortgage. They're our audio sponsor for all of our podcasts. And you can see Patrick Michelson on the screen, Bank of England Mortgage, BOESouthernstates.com. The Baton Rouge office, you can call them at 225-810-1805, and you can use their Fast App feature and apply online. Next, Fred's Bar in Tigerland. So Fred's has been a huge sponsor of us for a long time here. We appreciate those guys. Go see Nay, Harry. Who else? Who are some other names you could drop? Nobody's listening to me.
Fraioli.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can call. Yeah, go see Mark and Betsy. Yeah, that would be great. Go get you a screwdriver. You're going to need them for the Tennessee game. They're what Charlie we saw 9:00. They're going to open up the gates and start selling
the
beer.
gates and start selling beer.
Yeah. So
$18
before that, I think Fred's is opening at 8, I believe.
God damn.
Yeah, 8 in the morning, and then screwdrivers, and then you can just walk to the game. That would be great. So Fred's, we appreciate those guys. Also, River City's Total Maintenance. Lucas Recruz. I'm actually going to the game with Lucas this Saturday, so go see him. Go check those guys out in NOLA North Shore area. NOLA-AC.com. They do AC work, AC repair, all plumbing issues, all kinds of stuff on the North Shore area. So give them guys a call. All right, so let's get to it. The Jack and Will are together, and it's a hot mess over there. It's the Hot Mess Express.
Hey, you started within 2 seconds of me joining the stream.
We were supposed to start 33 minutes ago.
I'm aware.
My
I'm
fault.
aware.
Yes.
I get it, but you didn't let me get situated, and I had situating to do.
Okay, so it is the Hot Mess Express over there. We got Charlie down there. He's running some 1s and 2s for us. And all right, so y'all want to start talking about Auburn first, or y'all want to get straight into the Tennessee talk?
Let's recap Auburn real quick.
Yeah, it was a sloppy ass game. What else?
I almost feel
what
like
else you want to know?
like
Will, you like my hat? You
I
like
do
my hat,
think.
Will?
Damn.
I don't know.
Did you go to that year? You went that year?
I didn't go that year. No.
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 You just a fan of the sport? You're
Best
supposed to
college
be a
team
fan.
in history. Will got this for my birthdays in 1997 College World Series hat. He pulled it out of his aunt's attic or something like that. I think that was the story.
Uncle storage unit, but you know,
Same thing.
Yeah.
We can go with that.
You're supposed to be saying that you went to the series.
Well, that's what
That's why we got you the hats.
Yeah, but not with y'all. But if I walk around and somebody just say, "Hey, well, that's a cool hat," like, yeah, I was there, man. Yeah,
No.
This podcast is seen by hundreds.
You were
like, this is your opportunity.
Matt,
what are you talking about?
You not only were you there, you were like a reliever or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I was a bullpen.
Yeah, that's the championship hat.
Yeah.
Bullpen catcher. My knees are terrible.
Yeah.
All right, so Auburn, yeah, it was. We got down early, got 17-0. Sam was riding this high, and then we made our second half adjustments, and we won with 5 passing yards in the second half.
Yeah,
it's got to be a record.
It was all Nussmeier, huh?
Yeah.
Daniels didn't have a single yard in the second half.
Didn't have a single passing yard in the second half.
Weird.
It's just a sloppy game, but like, man, like our defense can clamp down when they need to clamp down. But I mean, Auburn shouldn't have thrown for as many yards as they threw for. I don't know. It was just a whole. Just get out of there. Get out of that place with a win, and let's get to this game because it's like it was so gross.
Right. I don't like. The crazy thing too is that like everybody's saying, and including me, like defense like won us the game, and they did. They gave up a ton of yards. They showed again that like they struggle sometimes to get off the field on third down.
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff definitely worries me ahead of Tennessee.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Well,
I've been worried about this game from the beginning of the year, but I'm still really worried about it now, just because I know that they can score and they can move the ball.
Yeah.
And can we? I mean, our offense looked that bad that where I'm like, okay, can we keep up with Tennessee? Like that's my concern. for
I think
this game
But
altogether.
I think that was the worst. It's definitely the worst it's looked this year. I mean, I don't know how it can get any worse than that.
No, yeah, right.
You know, I mean,
Right.
receivers didn't have a good game. Quarterbacks didn't have a good game.
Auburn's defense is better than Tennessee's.
Yeah.
So that's
by
that's
far,
something.
Tennessee's defense is terrible.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Talk on
128th. There's 131 FBS teams. They're 128th in passing yards or just total offensive yards allowed.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Well, we were
they're
looking
giving
at
up
it today. We were
over
looking at it
400
today.
yards a game.
The Florida game, Florida outgained them. They had over
Florida had
like
600
500
yards.
and it was close to
Florida-
600.
It was 595. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think Richardson had what did we see 450 passing?
Yeah, most
Something
of it
like
in the
that?
fourth. Yeah,
Yeah, that was the joke all day today. Most of it's in the fourth, garbage time.
Yeah,
Just
they scored
450 though.
This as a team, 1,100 yards of offense, but a lot of that was in the fourth.
Yeah. So Anthony Richardson, I mean, he's a good quarterback, but like he shouldn't be putting up 450 on a team. So I don't know what to expect out of Daniels this week, but I would
It's
hope
gonna be
being
better.
at home, it's better.
It's just
you know.
like I think there's such a knee-jerk reaction. The offense has its worst game of the year, and everyone says that the offense is now just hopeless and like there's
Can't
just
be fixed.
yeah, it's just stupid,
But-
dude. Like we had 4 other games where the offense looked fine,
Yeah, dude. I mean,
and like there were issues, but it looked fine.
not
I just
only
didn't
that,
play complementary
the,
offense though. I mean, we ran the ball really well.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
In those first couple quarters, it takes a while to open up running lanes, especially against a defense like Auburn. And so
Right.
once you really do that, it just needs to be complementary football, passing wise, and we just didn't do that.
Right. and
Jaden
it's
was
just-
throwing balls behind guys.
There's just no
Guys were
rhythm.
dropping passes. Like,
Yeah, it's
that's
just
just
no
not good
one's
football.
helping anybody out, and I think there were guys struggling to get open, and then when they were getting open, he would either throw it behind them or they drop the ball right in their chest. Yeah, it's just
Okay,
I don't
Sean.
know. Yeah, well, it's not just Kayshawn though. I mean,
He's leading the team in drops.
Malik Neighbors dropped 2 balls. Brian Thomas dropped 2 balls. Mason Taylor dropped 2 balls.
guarantee that
Taylor
doesn't happen
dropped
this
like
It's
week.
just-
5.
That was
Yeah,
a
I mean,
fluke.
dude. I mean, it's all the receivers are dropping passes. I mean,
That was before the players only meeting too.
No, that's true.
I think this player's only meeting. Too.
Well, Will
Like,
brought up a
July,
good point today. Post players only meeting Jaden Daniels. What does he look like?
I'll tell you. Here's what I think he looks like. He looks like he's in rhythm. He's going to be playing complementary football, and everything that we just said, I think is going to be
The
fixed.
title of the podcast is going to be complimentary football.
Yeah.
Shit, I already named it, but we can do that. I can change it real fast. It's easy.
This isn't live. This is not.
It's one more thing I got to do.
Mhm. It's
Technical and tactical could be that too. So
Players only meeting. This is our own players only meeting.
what do you think the 11 o'clock kick's going to do? Is it an advantage for either team right now?
I don't think it's gonna matter.
I think it's an advantage for LSU.
We're gonna be
because it's
less-
an 11 a.m. kickoff in Death Valley.
Yeah. I mean, the fans
Yeah,
are not going to
That's
be.
why it's an advantage because it's at Death Valley, no matter
Yeah.
what time it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Gotcha.
7 a.m. We'll be there. We'll be drunk. We'll be loud.
The fans will be less drunk, so there will probably be like less
More
people that like
engaged.
don't actually show up because
Mhm.
they got too drunk. You know.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
happens all
I,
the
I like
time.
what Will
Yeah.
said. They'll be more
been there.
engaged.
more engaged. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be throwing up in the stands. They're going to or passed
Well-
out. They're going to be. Well, they'll be maybe throwing up. They probably won't be passed out.
It won't be second quarter throw up.
Right.
Exactly.
It'll be
like
What's the game plan for like you guys are younger? Like Friday night, you got an 11 o'clock game the next
Rest.
day.
Rest.
You're just resting.
You got to rest.
Yeah, you don't do anything.
honestly. I'm starting my
Oh, I
night
didn't
early
do
and I'm
that. I didn't do
getting
that
drunk
back when I was
early on
younger.
Friday to pass out.
I mean, like if I don't get off until 4 o'clock on Friday, I can't. I can't go out after that. It's got to be straight to bed because I'm getting up at 6 a.m. on Friday.
How old are you?
on Saturday. Huh?
yeah.
How old are you?
We get it.
Well, I
this
mean,
is-
I
is-
can't wake up
he's
with the damn
60?
hangover on Saturday.
Okay, you can't be hungover for an 11 a.m. game. Not only that, we have a game day tradition in our house where we wake up and we all gather in the living room and we put on the Dan Bournet video. It is Saturday Night in Death Valley,
Okay.
and blare that on maximum volume a couple times
Mm-hmm.
and get our. That's like
We start barking a little bit.
start barking,
Bust some windows out.
bust some windows. It's gonna have to be a little earlier this week. We may not watch it as many times, but we're gonna get the job done
Run
and get
through
out
the
to
wall.
campus.
Y'all getting out there around 8, right? Something like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's the idea.
All All right,
Feds said
so
they were opening at 8.
Uber's got to be alive and ready early.
God.
yeah, they're
Mhm.
gonna have to be. They're gonna have. Yeah, I don't know if they know what's coming.
Oh shit!
Um,
I didn't think about that.
So, all right, what are the keys to this game in y'all's opinion? Because mine would probably be I feel like we need to start fast and we need to score, at least keep up with them. Maybe a tie game after the first quarter, maybe even halftime, like, or we get up early and they have to maybe try to come back. I just don't see a way that we win by letting them get ahead of us by a couple of scores early. I think this is a different team and a different offense that I don't know if we can keep up if we did that.
I think we got to keep the game. I think we got to slow the game down for sure. We can't play at their speed because I think if this game goes fast, like a game that goes into the 40s, they win. I think
Time of
it's their
possession.
advantage at least.
Yeah, I think time of possession and taking advantage of your possessions, that kind
Yeah,
of
I
thing.
mean, not even that. Just like don't let them come out and play fast. Like if you just allow them to go no huddle every play and get into rhythm, like they're going to score a lot.
They won't be able to do no. I've never seen teams successfully do no huddle in Death Valley.
For an entire
Alabama,
game.
Yeah, for an entire game.
yeah, other than Bama, I pretty much that's true. But I do think
This ain't Bama.
no, it's a really good offense though. They're the number one offense in the country. As
Yeah.
bad as their defense is, their offense is also real good. I mean, yeah, we got the Tennessee game on the TV over here. It's just they just haven't been super tested yet, and I think
Yeah.
I don't know if that necessarily means our defense is definitely going to stop them because our defense is better than what they've faced.
And only big
But-
road game they've had was Pitt, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Everything
they got
else has been at
tested by
home.
Pitt.
Well, another thing we were talking about was, I know they had an off week before, but this is,
That's going to be big.
This is the game before the Bama game at Neyland next week.
Yeah,
like,
but it's still huge. It's still like this is a big.
oh,
game.
it
It's
is
not
huge, but like I
I
can't
can
help.
see how it's a look ahead spot or whatever,
Yes,
but it's
I
not
think
a
it's a
trap
very
game.
much. I think it's very much a trap game for them.
No, it's not, Matt. They're coming to Baton Rouge. Like
I
you
get
don't
it.
come
I
to
understand.
Baton Rouge and it's a trap game.
The
The energy.
I just know how bad they want to beat Alabama. I just know how bad they want to beat them. That
I just think that they want to win like everything.
I don't think
they're just.
and I don't think it's. I don't think this is the team itself, but the fan base and everybody around them. I think that they think they're going to come in here and win, and then it'll set up this huge matchup next week. And I think that they're really focused on that part more than they are the LSU game.
Maybe the fans are, but I don't
But
think the team is thinking like that at all.
I get that, but I think that all trickles down in some way. I mean, I like if our fan base was just like, oh ho hum, I don't care about New Mexico, and then the team was like, oh, I don't care about New Mexico, like shit like that happens. I mean, I don't know.
App State A&M.
Maybe we're reaching there.
I think that's only a thing if we're playing in Knoxville, but the game's in Baton Rouge, so they don't have their fans there. You know.
That's what I was going to ask is like, what's the what do you think the turnout's going to be from Tennessee fans?
They're gonna travel. They're gonna travel a lot.
Charlie, you had a good analogy of this game.
I said this pre-recording to Matt. I think this is going to be a Georgia 2018 like game where we see like a 40% turnout of people in orange. You know what I mean? There's going to be a hefty amount.
I don't think it's gonna be that much. I don't think it's gonna be that much, but I think
about it.
I could see like 20.
It, though.
It is sold out. It did sell out like a week before game. Game.
This is a really big game for them. They haven't been to Baton Rouge since 2011.
I will say I have a bunch.
They
of
have
family
Alabama
in
next
Tennessee.
week, so they could come down this
Tennessee,
weekend and
coming
party just hard, and then go to Neyland and party even harder next week if they win.
What'd you say, Will?
So I have a bunch of family in Tennessee, and I got like 6 people coming in for the game.
Yeah, so it's like a destination spot to where you can go to New Orleans and then you can come down to Baton Rouge and all
Right,
that. But I don't think they're bringing like, I mean, the Georgia game was like the most away fans I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like I was just shocked. I was actually embarrassed when you walked into the stadium and you're like, there's 40% Georgia fans in this fucking stadium. Like how many LSU fans gave up their tickets to these Georgia fans who just came in and gobbled them all up, you know? But I like the analogy of like, it's a big, What didn't we tweet that, Jack? Like it was a well, no. You tweeted the last time it was an 8 and a 25. I think it was the Miami game. Maybe it wasn't you that tweeted that. Maybe I saw it. It was the Miami game a couple years ago. But similar where Georgia is like ranked 2 and we're like 16 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we just put it on Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that analogy a little bit.
I said that 2 or 3 episodes ago too, I think.
Yeah, I just still worry.
Look ahead.
I'm just still worried about, like, I mean, I've seen our defense give up some plays, but I've seen them make. I can tell you this: our team is fantastic at halftime adjustments. Completely fantastic.
Oh yeah.
How well coached are we? Like that we're not used to that here.
No,
halftime adjustments.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's just and I don't. The culture's just so good. It's just
it's different.
It's like there's no like. It's such coach speak, but there's no quit in this team like ever.
Grit.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's all there. Like
take it one play at a time.
You're down 24-10 against Florida State. You come back, should have gone to overtime. Bullshit happens.
That's not on Brian Kelly.
Not on Brian Kelly. Right?
No,
sure.
I mean that's on Scott Woodward for not having a week 0 opponent.
Sure, sure, yeah,
facts.
Mississippi State down 13-0, come back when they don't score the rest of the game pretty much. Auburn down 17-0, come back, win that game. I mean, this team's just that's all the games. I just this team's just resilient. Like that's pretty much all it is. And I feel so cringy talking about resilience and grit, but I think it has to be said, right? Because this team is like
you drank the Brian.
It's got all those things.
The Brian Kelly Kool-Aid already.
Yeah,
sure.
Oh, I'm bought in for sure.
Yeah.
I was very skeptical at first, but just a few weeks in.
Yeah,
but that's what happened with Ed Ogeron, right? Is everybody was kind of skeptical, like why the fuck are we hiring our intern? And then
he never lost.
It wasn't immediate buy-in though. Wasn't immediate buy-in. We lost to Troy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was immediate. Actually, like we wanted him gone.
Well, no, I mean, but what was the media saying about Brian Kelly before the season though?
He's never played anybody. Notre Dame's never done shit. He killed.
I think there was a different hatred of Brian Kelly before he came to LSU, though. Like
that hatred's still there nationally. It's just not in that version anymore. Because
weren't we saying that we hated him? I think we hated him. Before.
I did.
Yeah.
I did hate him.
I hated him.
I did hate him. Yeah.
I think anybody could be the coach for Notre Dame, and I would hate him though.
True.
Like, I agree. Notre Dame's a hateable program because they always get these votes from playoff committee and AP and shit.
It's just that they're not in a fucking conference.
Nobody called him. Nobody called him like a fake or a phony or anything like that before he left Notre Dame.
That's just Notre Dame fans, though, huh?
I don't think that was national. I think it just gave everybody permission at that point to.
And it was that basketball game. Remember, Matt?
Yeah, the family.
Yeah.
Family.
Been down here.
Family.
They asked me about that last week on that Auburn show.
Family.
They asked me about that on that Auburn show, and I was
like, yes, yeah.
I mean, maybe he was trying to do a Southern accent thing, but it sounded to me like he just stuttered and was just nervous.
I didn't even. I mean, I listened to it like a million times, and I'm like, I just don't get. I don't get what people are. It was just an easy thing to pick on.
Such a viral thing, too. It got so big.
Yeah.
It was like on Sports Center.
Yeah, no, every single ESPN show was talking about it. It was just crazy.
And I didn't even hear it. If nobody would have told me, I would have never.
I would have never known that.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
but we were talking about keys to the game this weekend. I think a big key is going to be getting off the field on third down.
Yeah, I was going to say that one too.
This is not a team that our defense can't be on the field the majority of this game. Yep. That's the strong part of our team. Obviously, we can't have them worn out, dragging ass, because our chances of even staying in the game go down exponentially if our defense is worn out.
Can't have a bunch of 3 and outs on offense is a big thing too.
Yeah,
it kind of goes with that, I think. Because exactly. Like if this defense is on the field the majority of the game, like fourth quarter, it's going to be tough to get stops.
Stops are going to be tough to come by.
Why did this thing turn off?
It probably died.
Oh fuck.
Do you have a?
We can see y'all.
Yeah,
we're just in the dark here.
The shit show continues over here.
William's gonna go turn the lights on.
So, what defense hasn't given up a score in 3 games in the second half. In the second half of
I do.
the last 3 games, they haven't given up a score. I should word it that way.
Yeah.
I love that. I know it's not the competition that we're gonna have for this weekend, but that's another reason why I would like to see us at least tied at the half and not behind in the half, to where we have to feel like we have to come back. Because I think we can make adjustments on Tennessee at halftime and like hold them down to a certain amount of production in the second half. But I just don't know. I mean, I feel better after watching Mississippi State score at will against Texas A&M.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And Texas A&M's not a bad defense at all. That's a good
very
defense,
good
if
defense.
anything.
It's a very good defense.
And what they dropped 42 on them.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's just crazy. And they came to Baton Rouge and we shut them down.
Yeah, I think
this defense is legit for sure.
No doubt.
It is. Yeah, the way Kelly was talking about it the other day, the way he was talking about Tennessee's offense was very much like how he was talking about Mississippi State's offense, where it was very like, okay, we have to be in the right places, we have to make the tackle, and we have to like it. It's like a different kind of offense that you're not really going to face very often. That you have to like scheme the right way, and this is where I completely trust that defensive coaching staff to do that.
Oh, for sure. I can't stress more how much I just trust Matt House.
Yes,
completely.
Leah Van wrote an article on like what they're doing at halftime and like what they're doing in the first half versus the second half, and I read the whole thing. It was really good. But basically like the pick that Greg Brooks had on Coy Moore to end the game pretty much, right? Is they had run that play like 6 times, probably like I think they said 4 before halftime, and they called it out in the locker room, and he said, give them it once, like don't overplay it the first time they do it. They do it again, jump the route. Like you're robbing it 20, like absolutely. It's going to come again.
Don't you feel like that's a lot of like, okay, especially the veterans in the defensive backfield, they're able to see things, recognize film, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot faster than what, I mean, we've had more talented guys back there before, but we have never had this kind of experience back there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that says a lot about that, where they can recognize coverages and recognize, okay, they're about to run the same play they ran first half or whatever it is, and jump something.
Tennessee does have a lot of funky sets,
into like
they do have a lot of funky sets. It's like they line up people all over the place, and they have a lot of motion where they can see what's going on. Hooker does not throw interceptions.
No, Hooker, dude, Hooker's good. There's not much you can say bad about Hooker
with a clean pocket.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. I don't know what he does against
he does that.
We got the game on. He like ran like a 10-yard
there he goes. Yeah. There he goes.
But I mean, it's just, what was I saying? I think
he doesn't throw interceptions.
He doesn't. Yeah, there's not
clean
a lot
pocket
to say about him. But yeah, I think like what is he going to look like when BJ Ojolari's coming at him?
I'm not scared of him
outside.
Beating us, their receivers are fast and good in space. You know, they're not.
Brew McCoy is badass.
Yeah.
After he spent like 6 years at 4 different schools.
Yeah.
But yeah, their receiver, they have really fast receivers. Who's their? I can't remember the running back's name.
They got 2 that are pretty good.
Jabril Green,
Javante. No, not Javante.
I think it's like Jabril.
But yeah, one of their running backs impressed me against Florida the last game they played. But yeah, they haven't seen a defensive line like ours. That's for sure.
No, I don't think so either.
I'm thinking we're running like 2 quarterback spies throughout the entire game, to be honest. Like you're going to see our more athletic linebackers spy a lot more than we usually did.
Yeah.
Harold Perkins, Baskerville.
Yeah, that's what I said about Auburn.
Played well.
That, I thought Harold Perkins was going to pretty much negate all the scrambling that what's his face was going to be able to do. I already forgot his name.
Ashford. Who cares?
Exactly. Who cares?
They're gonna have a different quarterback next week.
I mean, Ashford did throw for 330 yards against us, which is
and
a lot of that was in the fourth.
A lot of that was coverage bus, and I think the coverage bus came from like Fouché came back in, and we kind of mixed some stuff around at safety, and I felt like that was a little
communication.
I feel like that was a little goofy to like have your first road game and you switch up the safety spot a little bit. I felt like that was a little
Well, Major Burns is
maybe
out.
shouldn't have
He's out for a
happened.
couple more weeks, so I think
Yeah, but throw
they don't have
Greg
that
Brooks
starting
back
safety.
there, and then ease Fouché into the game. I wouldn't throw him out there and like start him immediately. That was just what I thought. But as the game went along, I think it worked out fine. The communication got better. There weren't any busts in the second half.
Halftime adjustment.
You heard Brian Kelly talk about that, where they were asking him in the press conference, like, what happened on those was it communication issues? And he was like, if
there's a coverage,
I'm not gonna call. There's coverage bus. I'm not gonna call the guy out. Is that what
Right.
you're asking me to do? Is call the guy out? I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I love that shit. Give me more of that.
Right.
That's overprotective dad.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to just have a coach just dunk on reporters for asking stupid questions.
Yeah.
It's like
I kind of want a Saban.
I was getting Saban vibes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I want more of that. Like where it's not like nice Brian Kelly, but like
sarcastic.
Don't ask that stupid shit. Like
Yeah.
something like that.
Or no,
like,
you can ask it, but I'm gonna make you look like an idiot.
Right.
He did say something to a female reporter at Notre Dame one time. I'd have to pull it up to even see, but it was something disrespectful or whatever. And he got roasted for that. Yeah, exactly.
Let him know, Brian. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
What was the Saban one the other day? It was okay. Yeah, the guy goes. So what's the plan for Milrow next week, and how are you gonna like put him in the offense? He goes, why would I tell you any of that?
Yeah.
He's like, why would I tell you my offense?
You expect me?
Are you asking me to give you my run concepts? Like, that was a good line.
It was great,
dude. You know what I'm not liking about Saban is that like he's actually like chilling out a little bit, and he's like becoming this like likable older guy. Dude, I swear to God, if you watch, I mean, I know he's
like,
still
fuck
Saban,
you. I'm not gonna go to your lake house, okay?
But like he's doing this like kind of just. I don't know.
Affleck commercials.
Like, you know how Tiger early in his career was just like stone cold killer all the time. Like players were scared of him, and now he's like kind of this like lovable Tiger Woods. Like everybody wants to be
Mike
around
Tyson.
him.
He got off the Zoloft, and all of a sudden he's like really nice and sweet. And he's
getting
knocked out.
Nah, he got on that weed. Is what he did.
That's kind of what
people out on
Saban's
flights
doing right now, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
But no, Jack, I hear what you're saying.
But I don't like it.
Yeah, no. Saban's not likable to me, in my eyes.
I hear you.
He's changing. He's getting
a lot
older.
of times he says stuff, and I'm like, I love that opinion, and I love you saying that.
I just don't.
I don't like you.
Yeah.
Okay, they have a big game. Alabama.
No, they don't.
Well, Texas A&M going to Alabama. Well, it's prime time. I should say that's the only.
They got a prime time game.
They're going to beat. They're going to beat the shit out of them, right? I mean, they're going to beat the.
Their defense is going to obliterate Max Johnson.
I mean, it's going to be
ugly. I mean, hey, last time Max Johnson went to Tuscaloosa,
it was a close game.
We said what was going to happen, and then it didn't happen that way.
I mean,
Max Johnson, he could just be a big time player.
He's just a giant.
He likes playing in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
What's the spread on that game?
24, yeah.
Oh, I'm taking
24 and a half.
Long. I mean, they're going to beat they're going to beat the dog shit out of them.
You do realize though, like
24,
45-7, easy.
This is Jimbo Fisher's like Super Bowl of Super Bowls.
I understand.
Like his team will be ready to play this game. Now 24 is a lot of points.
I think A&M's defense is going to show up.
I think A&M's going to show up. I don't think they're going to win, but I think they're going to show up.
And Bryce Young's not playing. Is that confirmed or no?
You expect me to tell you that?
Bryce Young, he said day to day, right? That's what
I don't know. I didn't know.
I
think they said he separated his shoulder, and that's not something that's day to day.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a shoulder. He didn't sprain it because it was something like that wasn't like a structural deal.
It was emotional.
Yeah, wasn't it his throwing shoulder? I mean,
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm speculating about injuries here, but I have no idea.
I mean, what 5-star do you want to play?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
right. But I'm
Texas.
I loved your tweet about the SEC games, Jack, where the two games that that they have is the 2:30 and the 7 o'clock. It's
Georgia's a fucking 30-point favorite. Sorry, Sam, but
I think I'm taking Auburn on that.
I think it's a fun play. That's what I said to them earlier. It's just Auburn plus 30 is just a
Just imagine-
fun play.
I don't
Maybe
think
a go
Auburn,
against your gut. Maybe that's a go against
I
your
don't
gut.
think Auburn's going to sniff the G in the middle of the field.
I think a real fun play would be tease it up to Auburn like plus 36. Like that's too many damn fucking points.
Yeah. But then Georgia wins
All-
45-0.
No, I was going to say then 37's enough.
I mean, you get that's what I always do with those bets is like, I mean, you could see 45-0, right? And like
I've never
and
placed a
everybody's
bet I
like,
couldn't see.
yeah. And then I'm like, well, shit.
But it's just like it's one of those principle plays, you know? It's like Auburn getting 36 points.
yeah.
Like
Auburn.
it just on principle, I have to take
But
that, right?
Georgia's playing like shit right now.
Yeah, that too.
So,
That too. I
2
mean,
weeks in a row.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't had a good game in 3 weeks.
They got to bounce back, though, sometime.
Mm-hmm.
They
you
do.
know. I thought it was going to be against.
They literally have that dog in them.
Yeah.
Literally.
And you want to talk about complacency? 30-point favorite against Auburn, that'll make you pretty complacent.
Yeah. I mean, you think the Auburn guys in that house is
bet they look at
Harsin
spreads.
getting fired after this game? Like, when is he getting
Surprised he wasn't
fired?
fired last week.
Dude,
shit.
I mean, the
Yeah, ask him real fast.
the
Sam.
administration there is just like why are you basing firing a guy off of the result of the next game? Like if you want him gone, fire him. Like
Mhm.
what is
What are we
this,
waiting for? Yeah.
like what is this Georgia game going to show you that you haven't already seen?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what are you going to win? Are you going to lose by 10 points and now everything's turned around?
Yeah.
No,
Or I don't know,
like
maybe
fuck, now
they just
TJ
had
Friedman's
it.
good.
right.
Yeah.
Stupid, man.
Maybe they just had it in
Like,
their
they're
head
not
it was
gonna
like
win
2
the
games in a
fucking
row.
game.
Like lose
Snip
2
him.
games in a row and then we'll let them go or something like that. I
Well,
don't
but
know.
they keep
gonna
having
lose
these
8 in a
either
row.
close wins or close losses that make them feel good or something, and they
Yeah.
won't fire him. If the Missouri running back doesn't drop that ball 2 weeks ago, right before it goes in the end zone, they would have fired him right then. Why
Yeah.
is that the deciding factor?
Yeah,
right?
Sam was telling me that Auburn has been outcoached in every game thus far,
Maybe not Mercer.
besides Mercer. Even San Jose State outcoached. Like it was a
Yeah.
close game.
Yeah.
It was a really close game.
I'm gonna need some of those Auburn assistants to pull some of that Herm Edwards shit and start leaking plays to Georgia. So
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Dude, that
I don't
was
think
fucked
Georgia
up,
needs
huh?
them, but yes.
well, the only
That was
reason Herm,
fucked up.
yeah, the only
Man,
reason
that
he's
was-
still there is because
can't
of the
believe people aren't
buyout,
talking
and they
about
didn't
that
want to
more.
pay it. But he was the only one that technically wasn't linked to any of the violations at Arizona State. So they technically
that's-
didn't have cause.
But he was terrible anyway. So I
So-
think you combo like doing illegal things and being bad, you're just gonna get fired.
Charlie, their or Herm's assistants or coordinators or whatever were literally like just whoever they were playing when they would just give them the plays.
I don't
and
know
look
about the
and stuff.
coordinators, but it's definitely some of the analysts, maybe
Like
a couple
people
of
that
the
practice
position
and shit?
coaches
Yeah.
were giving away some of the plays and some of the the tempo and stuff like that.
I'd be hot if I was Herm Edwards.
He got fired on the field after that game.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're like,
That
yeah,
was bad.
our offense.
Yeah,
looked awful.
they call him over. They're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The athletic
Yeah,
director and the
Herm,
president of the
been a-
school on
been a
an
great
away
run.
field.
Yeah.
that was rough.
Oof.
You can't get
That's
caught on
real
TV with
bad.
that, right? That's a
No.
bad look.
Yeah. No, do it in the freaking tunnel.
Just go in the locker room.
I mean, you might as
Yeah.
well have done it on the 50 and like do the kumbaya.
I need your keys,
The
sir.
band
Yeah.
and
Give
the
me your keys.
cheerleaders all around.
Right. Give me that shirt too. Get your
I need-
bitch ass out.
I need your gun and your badge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need your playbook and your polo.
No, I got the playbook from the other team. You're good to go.
yeah. Okay. So, any other thoughts on the Tennessee game? So, any other?
They're wearing
keys?
ugly ass uniforms. I know
Yes,
that.
they got the
Fucking
crazy ass.
chicken nugget of a dude.
Yeah, the smoke uniforms.
I
They
think the
look
uniforms are kind of
cool.
cool. I don't like
I
that
don't
they're.
like 'em.
I'll pull
I
them
don't
up
like
real
that they're
quick.
wearing them for this game because I just they don't get to come here that often. So I want to see them wear their
The
normal
orange.
uniforms.
I want to see
Yeah.
the. Yeah.
I don't want to see these stupid like alternate uniforms. But I do think they're cool uniforms to bust out. When you're playing South
Ball
Carolina
State.
at home,
Yeah.
something like that. But wearing them on the road when we don't get to see, we haven't seen you in or 12 years. Like fuck, I want to see your
They do.
traditional stuff.
They have Tennessee has a 3-1 record in those jerseys
Here,
with
I'm pulling it
two
up.
21-point comebacks.
Wow.
against
Don't-
Georgia
so-
and Florida, and they beat Nebraska in a bowl game, I
So
think.
don't go up by 21. Is that?
Don't go up by 21.
That's
20,
the
20 or
new key.
22 we can do. I
So-
think we go up by 20.
You get up by 21, you got to score quick.
Yeah, these are the unis here.
Ugh.
They're good. They're good uniforms. I like them.
You like that?
I like them. No, I think they
I
look
like
cool.
I don't like it.
Ugh.
Just
I'm
go
a traditionalist.
black. What the
I'm a
fuck? Why
traditionalist
are you
and,
wearing
like,
gray?
It's like whenever like the
I just think
Celtics do like
Smoky. They do
uniforms.
smoke
hear you.
because of smoky. Like it's
Oh.
a whole play on words thing.
Yeah, I think they got like the Smoky Mountains on the helmet. I think it's a cool uniform. It's like when LSU wore our
Golds.
the purple helmets with like it had all this
old world school.
it had all that like 1918 stuff about it and all this stuff. It was cool, but it was at home and it was against a team that we were pretty confident we were going to beat. Wearing it on the road makes no sense.
Is that a power move by Tennessee?
Maybe so.
Maybe they're like, we're so confident we're going to beat this team. We're wearing these.
Yeah.
What are they called? Smoky
Smoky gray.
gray.
Yeah.
It's a good uniform. I like the uniform. I just don't love that they're wearing it on the road.
I agree. I want like a traditional SEC powerhouse to come in here wearing orange jerseys. And,
Right.
Yes.
You know, I want to see that pageantry and all that.
Pageantry.
But you like that? Pull that one out of my
You're
ass. Oh my
you're
God.
hitting every keyword I'm thinking
Let's
of.
see. I know.
You're hitting it.
I know. I feel
Pageantry.
I'm on fire right
Tradition.
now.
Yeah,
Yep.
it just means more.
Well,
Yes.
how do you feel about the new uniforms that they have without the checkered on the legs and stuff that
I
they
don't
got
know.
away with
I
a couple
don't
years
think-
ago?
Checker on the leg.
They had it
They
on
got
the
rid
leg.
of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
look.
just like 2 orange lines.
I'm good with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like that. I like
checkered-
that.
Checkered on the uniform did not look good.
I will
I didn't
say
like
this:
that either. Like that
Not
that
on the
wasn't
jersey, but on
traditional.
the pants.
You're doing too much.
Tennessee,
that-
in my
that wasn't
opinion, is the best
traditional.
end zones in the SEC.
Oh, yeah, the checkered
Yes,
end
the
zones
checkered
have
end
to stay
zones.
forever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Those
no,
are
no, no. I'm
iconic.
just talking about the jerseys
Yeah.
and the uniforms.
Yeah, no, the checkered on the
No,
jersey.
I didn't like that.
Look good.
They
Yeah,
did it
keep
on the
it-
helmets too, I think.
I don't like that either. Like, make them traditional. They used to have a different tee back in the day too. Like,
Yeah.
I would even.
Well, everybody
like
had a
something
different
like that.
everything.
Yeah,
I do
know.
think
Yeah.
if they're wearing all gray,
Fonts
I'd love to see us come out in all white. It's just me. I love our all whites.
No,
I know.
you're
I know.
ruining it.
I know Matt hates it, but if they're not going
no,
to look traditional,
I-
then like I'd love to go all white.
Look,
while they're doing that.
let's go back to that uniform talk. I don't hate the all whites. The all
You
whites
just-
are
I
great.
know, it's the
It's the
stripe.
white, purple, white.
stripe.
Hate that shit.
I get it. I hear you.
Fucking hate it.
I hear you.
And
Okay.
why have they not matched up this stripe?
Well, I don't know. It's infuriating me.
Okay, well, we can't fix the goddamn fucking stripe, but the stripes already don't match in the first place. So, like,
Well, what
we
can
just
you
wear all
fix?
white? I can't do anything.
We should have here's what they need to have a players only meeting about this uniform.
I
debacle.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
Get
I
some
think
rhythm.
Kelly's more the guy to do that with too.
Yeah.
Is he?
He seems creative.
Well, I think he. Well, I mean, look,
doesn't
all the
seem set in
fucking
his ways at
uniforms he
all.
wore at Notre Dame, and Notre Dame's all about that tradition bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah.
wearing green jerseys.
Wearing green,
and-
wearing the
The green
pinstripes.
jerseys were cool.
But he
It
brought
was
back
it was such a small change, but I was like, this is nice.
he brought back the the real gold helmets.
Yes,
Like
Mm.
They were
so-
matte before.
Yes,
matte?
they were matte gold, and then he brought the big shiny ones in.
I like
It-
those.
Fucking
But the only
trailblazers.
problem is now the pants
The
don't
paint.
match your
yeah.
helmet, and now you look like fucking idiots.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
It's
It
just
What are
looks
we doing,
fine.
guys?
full fucking circle, guys.
Yeah.
We're full circle.
Should LSU wear like the shiny gold helmets?
No. Oh,
Why not?
You're talking about the ones that they did at Arkansas?
Yeah,
Like
but
the old
shiny
gold?
Yeah, but shiny gold. Like that, but shiny gold.
I don't mind it. I
think
mean,
it would
not
be
not
pretty
for
cool. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Maybe against UAB or something.
like. Have you ever seen?
Sorry,
have y'all
Sam.
ever seen what's the old movie, the Billy Cannon movie? Everybody's All American.
No.
So they wear. I mean, it's like it's a story based
John
on Billy
Goodman's in that,
Cannon.
right?
Yeah, John Goodman. And they were wearing purple jerseys, which wasn't correct. They were wearing white jerseys back then, but like they had purple jerseys, old gold pants, and like old gold helmets, and they were like shiny a little bit. It fucking rocked. And I was like, man, we could always do that. That would be awesome.
Yep.
Like, especially if you're playing a game where you have to wear the purple jerseys. Why don't you come out with like new helmets and new pants? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, change it
Yeah.
up.
like that.
Whatever.
I want
Yeah,
a
let me
yellow
pull up the
jersey.
gold helmets really quick.
Yep. So all yellow, is that what you want?
No. Yellow jersey,
With like white and white.
yellow jersey, yellow pants, purple helmet. Terrible.
Oh no.
That's like one of
Yeah.
those color rush mess
Yeah.
uniforms.
I
Yeah.
know. Like you're just
I like the
fucking
helmet.
high.
I do not like the jersey. I like the helmet.
I like the helmet too. I think
Mhm.
if you
I
did
like
that,
the jersey. Really? Y'all don't like the
What?
jersey?
I like the
I don't-
jersey
I
more
don't-
than I like the helmet.
all right. So
I
if you
agree
did
with
that, if you did
That
that
looks like the
helmet,
Vikings color rush.
if you did that
Yeah,
helmet with
I ain't got no
like
problem
a
with that.
purple with like
I
maybe
like
white
that.
stripes on the sides, and then
Yeah.
you did old gold pants that match that, that would be fucking fire.
Yeah. I like what Matt just said,
Thank you.
actually, a lot.
That's all that
Matt,
matters.
I'm gonna have
I'm
to say no
indifferent.
because Matt said it.
I'm a
That's
big
all that
pageantry guy.
I mean, I'm huge on pageantry, and I want to see the traditional
I think it's
colors
shiny
shown.
gold helmet with a dark purple jersey and white pants.
Oh, actually, I don't
You
mind
see
that.
it? You see it?
You know
see
what
it?
that reminds me of?
It's a little bit of Washington,
It
but
reminds me of Florida.
Florida.
Orange, blue, white.
Florida, orange, blue. Oh, I see. I see. I see.
Boom, boom.
I do see
There
it.
it is.
And
It would
Florida's
actually,
got great. Hey, Florida's got great uniforms. Hey,
yeah,
Florida, great uniforms.
and we need to go to the Jordans. We need to go to the Jumpman.
Ugh.
Been saying it for a while. Been saying
Riley,
it for a
we
while.
needed 'em.
Jordan's uniforms have just been very plain to me. Other than that
Jordan?
Georgia Gator bullshit they pulled a couple years ago, it's just been very like plain.
Michigan's
They
are
don't-
dope. I love Michigan's uniforms.
Missions are really
They're
good.
probably my
They're
favorite
very
uniforms.
solid.
Yep.
They're very
Oh,
solid.
They're
I
simple.
like them too. Hey, with the big change that they did is they went to the blue pants, the navy blue
Yep,
pants,
I
and
like
that
it.
looks
It's
fucking
just
awesome.
nice.
That's
It's
what I
just
do.
nice. It's appealing to the eye.
They always did either yellow or white pants only. They never did
Mhm.
those before, so I like
Yeah, I
So-
hate the maize pants.
all
I
of
don't-
this
I'm not a fan
uniform
of the
talk-
maize
I'm
pants.
not as big as that either. What you
I
said?
just want to say real quick, while all this uniform talk, my favorite football uniform I've ever seen on the field is coming back this weekend, and
What's that?
it's the Throwback Patriots helmets and uniform
Oh,
jerseys.
it's so beautiful.
Dude, it is a sight to be seen.
Red jersey with the stripes on the sleeves,
Yes.
and then you got the old
white
Patriot
helmet.
on the. Oh my God, it's the
White
best.
helmet
dude
with the
snapping
Best
the ball.
uniform ever.
Patriot Pat, or what is that his name? Patriot
Yeah,
Pat.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Patriot Pat.
I didn't know they were wearing that this weekend. That's
Dude,
pretty
I
exciting.
didn't know
Ugh.
they were wearing those this weekend
So
either.
good.
Maybe I'll tune in. Who knows?
It is like you go watch the quarterback get sacked. It's like fuck, that looked good.
Yeah. I mean, look at the
Mm.
pageantry.
Pageantry.
It's
Out
all
the
about
ass.
pageantry.
Yeah.
Patriot Pat's pageantry, man.
Yep.
Oh.
Jesus
TPP.
Christ.
Okay, so let's get into some Tennessee predictions. Y'all want to
Sure.
go over any? What you got?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
William wants to go first.
Okay.
Give me the head.
So if you're listening to this and you see my score prediction on Twitter, my score prediction is going to be different on Twitter because I always pick the opponent to win on Twitter.
You don't
reverse
have to do that
jinx.
this week because Matt's picking.
No, but it's a personal thing.
I see.
What do you mean? Yeah, we're gonna do. I'll put it out tomorrow, and then you'll give me your picks tomorrow. But
Yeah, but on Twitter it's going to say that I think Tennessee's going to win. I do not think Tennessee's going to win.
you're doing the reverse jinx.
I don't know. I think it's like reverse.
Gotcha.
So like, yeah.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
not a mathematician.
This is
pulling a
what
double Uzi.
this is what I actually think is going to happen. All
Okay.
jokes and all psychology and all jinx aside, this is what I actually think is going to happen. Our defense is going to be in the first half. They're not going to know what to do for the first few drives. Okay, I think we're going to see Tennessee punt the ball a handful of times in the first quarter or first half. They're going to punt the ball a handful of times in the first half, and like going into halftime is going to be 7-10, 10-7, either way or the other, something like that.
Mhm.
Second half, they're going to make some adjustments. We're going to make some adjustments on offense, and a lot more points scored in the second half, and 30-27 final LSU.
30-27.
A lot of points in the second half, yeah.
I like
I
that.
see that. Charlie,
I
go
like
ahead.
it.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think Tennessee's going to punt a lot at the end of the game.
I like
At
that.
the end of the game, I think early they're going to score twice and then have so they're going to score 3 times, 2 touchdowns and a field goal early. But I think LSU keeps it close with 2 touchdowns in the first half. Whether that's defensive or offensive, 2 touchdowns in the first half.
Mhm.
Same
Probably
amount of
not
points.
defensive, but same amount of points, right?
Yeah.
I think we edge them out, though, in the second half with the coaching. I think that's where the defense really will just clean everything up from the first half, and the offense kind of keeps rolling. So I'm thinking give me 24-17.
Wow, it's low.
24 to 17.
The total for this game is 64, right, Matt?
65.
65.
I just trust my gut when I say going under. Now, I've been on two very different sides when calling games for LSU. I had
We have
what was
38
it,
to nothing last week.
35 to nothing for Southern, and then 38 to nothing for Auburn. So I think this is one of those where I'm just going.
I think you had
on the under.
35-14 for Southern. You had us win by 3 touchdowns.
Fade Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah, fade Charlie.
Operation
Charlie.
Fade Chuck.
Couldn't
no,
agree more on the fade
I
Charlie.
mean, it's worked though. Fading Charlie has worked.
No, it has.
Yeah.
It has.
Maybe Brian Kelly listens and he's like, all right, guys.
38 to nothing. LSU.
Here's what
Auburn
Charlie said this
by
week.
one.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
They got your picture
I'm
posted in the
doing
locker
same
room
thing
wall.
Will does, except the opposite. 'Cause we don't fade Will, we fade me.
Right.
That's right. What you got, Jack?
Yeah, I'm not like locked in on a score yet, so I'm gonna kind of like just figure this
Ballpark.
out as I go. As I'm gonna try to talk it out.
You can change. So if you say something today
I'm-
and I
I'm-
text tomorrow, you could change.
It's likely I'll
changing
have
it
a different
tomorrow.
score tomorrow, but
My score changed within an hour. Will came in my
Mhm.
office and was just like, get me all hyped.
Yeah.
Changed my
that's what
score.
it's doing with me too. I think
They're going to bring those uniforms back, Rich? Okay.
I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to talk my way into a score here.
Well, first answer
Yeah,
this
yeah.
question.
Okay.
Do you like the over or the under? 64 and a half.
Under.
65.
I like the under.
Okay.
I don't like the under too, but you have to be a fucking psychopath to bet the under in this game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have to be a psychopath? No,
Yes.
I don't think
You
so.
have to be
I think
a
the
literal
60
crazy person to place this bet. If you're an LSU fan,
If you're an LSU fan, yes.
and have to watch that game, needing the under to hit.
Yeah, like if,
Oh,
if
for
LSU's
sure.
down by
Yeah,
10,
yeah,
You
and
are
you're like,
just
I need the under.
wanting.
Yeah.
You want.
No, I mean
you're
just
a masochist.
Stop betting LSU games if you're an LSU fan. Like that's nonsense. Stupid. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah. Don't leave
Anyway,
hanging. Don't leave him hanging.
my bad. I actually would if I absolutely had to pick something and I wasn't an LSU fan, I would take the under. But and I think that's mainly that's fucked up. I did get a piece of that though, so it doesn't count. But I do think our defense is going to show up and it's going to play really, really well. I think that's going to be the key to getting the crowd involved. And I could see, you have to expect us to have a slow start on offense at this point because we haven't had a hot start on offense.
Players only meeting.
Players only meeting for sure.
I'm about to make a shirt.
The players only meeting, dude. It just makes me think that this offense might just come out and fire.
We are going to be ready.
Until I see something, I have to assume it's going to be a slow start. But I think the defense is going to get some stops early. And then the second half, it's just going to be, I think floodgates are going to open for both teams. It's just going to be a ton of points second half.
Mm-hmm.
Like halftime score is going to be something like 14-7 Tennessee, something like that. And then second half, it's just going to be shitstorm, like free for all.
Also, I think I didn't say this, but no turnovers by either team in the first. A couple by one or two of the team. Like there's going to be a couple turnovers in the second half. None in the first half.
Oh, totally.
I think it's going to be a clean first half.
I could totally see that. Yeah, I think it's going to be a slightly uneventful first half, and then just a crazy second half.
Players only meeting.
And I think the crowd is going to be awesome. Like I think it's just going to be so good, and I think that's going to be the key to us winning the game. And I think I would pick something like LSU 31, Tennessee 28, something like that.
Copycat.
Is that what you said?
I said 30-27.
Wait till you hear
Okay,
mine.
well, whatever. I think
I
we're
also said
we're
a
all
slow,
around the
clean
same
first half. And a lot
Wait
of
till you hear
scoring.
mine. Yeah.
We're all around the same spot. I think Zach has 31-28 Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee. Yeah.
And then I think Matt has the same.
Players only meeting. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think
Players only, that would be a great T-shirt, especially if we win. Players only meeting, and then like the score on the back. That would be a really good shirt.
Yeah.
I want that.
Okay.
Or just like you know that meme where it's like the bus is sitting on the train track, and then like the locomotive comes in the right, like
It's
Tennessee
like players only
5-0. Players only meeting.
Oh, that's a fire tweet tomorrow.
Yeah.
We gotta remember that one.
Yeah. Nobody steal it.
Williams
Intellectual
Williams
property.
gonna have it together.
Yeah.
We'll
All
tweet
right.
that.
So I think we start off fast, but when I say fast, I think we get up like 7-0 early. but I think that it's like 14-14 at halftime. But then we start the second half fast and we score again before they do in the second half, and we kind of control the game at that point. But I still think it's going to be really close and tight at the end. But I had 31-27 LSU. But I'm basing that on like, okay, Tennessee's
27 LSU.
31-27 LSU.
Oh, I thought you were picking Tennessee.
Well, that's why I changed my mind. Will got me to change my mind.
And then bullshit and them sissy gray uniforms. Yeah,
I know. But it's also like I'm slightly biased. So, but yes, all truth aside, before the season started, I picked us to lose to Tennessee, and then we redid it again a couple of weeks ago, and I still picked us to lose to Tennessee. And so now I'm picking LSU.
Now it's game week, and look,
31-27.
I was the only one that picked us to beat Tennessee.
Let the record show Charlie has been not only biased this week, he's been biased all season.
Every week.
Yes.
Charlie, I picked
except against Southern. He only had his scoring 35 points against Southern. So
that's
crazy.
That's why I changed my name. It's just Fade Charlie. Like what else do you want me to do?
That's a great. I like.
You also had us beating Auburn 38-0. So
I know. I mean, Jordan Hare, man. Jordan Hare at night.
Jordan Hare. Put some respect
Jordan
on that name.
Jordan Hare.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to add the fact that so many people are getting worked up. Like so many Tennessee fans are saying, like, not only Tennessee fans. I saw Big Game Boomer said something too. He's like, LSU fans hate 11 a.m. games. This 11 a.m. game, it's a whole different vibe. It's like, no, it's really not. You know,
it's the same stadium.
It's like
the same. Yeah,
we're just pissed off that we don't get to drink all day. But we're still gonna drink all day.
Yeah.
We're still gonna
tailgating. Yeah,
we're still gonna pack that place to the gills and yell our ass off for 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
right. And traditionally, like before TV came along, we were always 7 o'clock at Tiger Stadium. So, but then TV came along and it made this kind of thing happen. But we get pissed off, I think, more because we can't sit there and like tailgate all day long, getting ready for the game, and it's just like you wake up. We're just not used to that crap. Like
it's
it just goes with our drinking schedule. That's all we're upset about.
For sure.
But silver lining, if we win,
Fred's walking distance.
The immaculate vibes that are going to be taking place after this game.
Oh my god, we might burn Fred's down,
bro. But yeah, it's like
we won't.
It's like
we promise. Absolutely, we promise. There will be no lighters in Fred's.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Bocock cigars in Fred's. They'll let us do that. Sure.
Obviously,
dude, it might be a goddamn.
No, I think my thing for the 11 a.m. kickoff is it's an 11 a.m. kickoff in fall in Louisiana, which is typically hot as fuck
against the top 10 SEC opponent.
Against a top 10 SEC team.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
We
hot
gonna
as
play,
fuck,
Steve,
and I can't drink.
Yeah.
What the high? Well, high's what, like 82 or something like that.
I think it's like 87.
87.
It's 82 in Louisiana right now, and it still feels like it's in the fucking 90s. Like I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like it's gonna be fucking hot and it's gonna be humid.
Yep.
At 11 a.m.
The sun's gonna be. Gonna feel like it's like up there in the upper deck.
Highs
like
85.
The sun's gonna be in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna be in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Are you?
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
That. Oh.
Damn.
Gotta have the sunscreen on.
Your campaign to get
didn't happen.
Didn't work out.
I threw it out there just to get a nibble.
How did you think that was gonna work? By the way,
I don't know.
I meant to ask.
John Peterson was the first one to like text underneath us, and we tweet underneath us, and
he said, "Good luck,
guys. Good luck." And I was like, "You can make one fucking call right now, John, and I can get Stadium Club tickets. All you have to do is make the call."
I don't understand what you were expecting to happen there. Like someone was just gonna.
I was like, hey,
there's some Stadium Club tickets.
What podcast? We love you guys.
Yeah.
I have a sweet box.
Actually, like not a sponsor, but Tiger Droppings is the place to go to buy tickets before the game.
I've looked.
Like
I looked on
Ticket Exchange. I bought my season tickets from there this year.
Yeah. Right.
Met a guy in Laplace.
Met a guy in a damn Denny's.
Yeah, you're in a men's bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
He got that.
Yeah. You got to grab it through the hole.
Yeah.
Stick your hand in. I'll give it to you. I promise.
Ugh, what is that? What am I touching?
That's a Stadium Club pass, boy.
Okay. Let's. Great segue to our sponsors.
Denny's.
Bocock Cigars. Bocock Cigars. We appreciate those guys. We got some more cigars coming in soon. So We're out actually right now, so I have a call out to Doug. He's going to hook us up, but he's going to be at a couple of games coming up here soon. They'll have a couple of tailgates, and we'll keep everybody abreast of when those are and where they are. But check those guys out. Also, courtesy Buick GMC, courtesy Automotive Group in Lafayette. That's Brandon Lejean at Courtesy Automotive Group. We appreciate Brandon. Yeah, there he is. 337-224-1867. CourtesyAutomotive.com. Just call Brandon. You can look him up on Facebook also. Send him a message. If there's something you're looking for, he'll find it for you, and they'll deliver the cars to you. So we appreciate Brandon. All right. So, all right. We'll recap. All right, Charlie, you had 24-17.
I had 24-17.
LSU. Jack,
31-28. But we'll see.
31-28 LSU is what you said on the podcast is what
check
you're saying.
Twitter for my final.
Will had 30-27 LSU, and I have 31-27 LSU. So we're gonna cover that one way or another. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, somebody's right around there. Actually, no, either someone's around there or no one's.
I mean, we could be way.
Someone's
off.
around there or Charlie's around there.
Exactly.
Charlie's not around there. I can guarantee.
There's no way.
They're scoring more than 20 points. Are you kidding me? If you give me a line
like
Tennessee over under 20 points,
taking that all day long.
I'm putting my entire Bank of England mortgage on that.
I actually thought that we would probably be in the 30s with this game, like both teams, like the first team to 35 wins kind of thing. But I don't know. I'm hoping our defense can make those adjustments in the second half kind of thing and hold them down.
Yeah, it's just going to be one of those, it's a dogfight,
Yeah. It's more of that, like, the more I see it, the more I'll trust it. And I've seen it a couple of times now, and I don't know. I'm still not quite there. Well, just like it's a really good team. Like, I don't know. This would be a huge win. Huge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, did you have us beating Georgia like we did in 2018?
Not even close.
I mean, yeah.
No.
So I think, but this is a completely different team. Just let me preface that. This is a completely different team.
Totally different situation.
But I think we have better coaches. I think we have more experienced players than we did then.
That was great.
The defense isn't as good, I don't think, but I think coaching wise, I think the defense is much better than it was
in 2018
Georgia game.
Well, no, coaching
Dave
wise.
Aranda.
Well, but I mean,
Dave Aranda's the shit.
You had two coaches on that defense that I think made your defense. Corey Raymond, Dave Aranda. I mean,
yeah.
Who else? Yeah, like who
Coach
else
O.
can you remember?
Coach O.
I mean, that was the coming out party for Joe Burrow, Clyde, and Justin Jefferson.
Right. It was your offense that really set it up.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see. I mean, I think Jaden Daniels
is just going to
have to play huge. And
and he put on their big boy pants.
Jaden Daniels is going to have a good game.
Yeah,
he's going to have a good game.
I don't doubt him. I just want him to come out confident. I think you tweeted that today too. I just want him to come out confident, make some throws, maybe some short throws to get everybody loosened up in the beginning of the game and start moving the ball. But I want to see them get up. Like, if you get up, I think they'll play with even more confidence later on, rather than having to come back like they've been doing all year.
I think the biggest thing with Jaden this week, he said after the players-only meeting that he realizes he needs to start throwing the ball downfield more, giving his players more 50-50 shots and stuff like that. And I'm like,
find the one-on-one matchup.
If he understands that, then and he's going to start doing that, then
I think that's been an issue is finding the one-on-one, the one-on-one matchup instead of taking off and running with it, maybe taking a shot and making it.
And sometimes it's not even – I think he locates the one-on-one matchup. It's just that he doesn't want to, throw up the 50-50 ball because he knows that he can, run.
Well, I think there's also a limit turnovers in his head right now of that's what I need to do. I need to limit turnovers.
Right.
I think it's a catch-20. Yeah,
Brian Kelly's trying to get into everybody's head, be okay with. That's what in that awesome pregame speech that came out. He's like, "I'm okay with you make mistakes. That means you're playing hard." That kind of thing.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, take risks. Try to make big plays. Just go out there and just honestly just have fun. Just let it loose. Getting a good rhythm. I think that's the key for the offense.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up. We appreciate all of our sponsors. We appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're on YouTube, please like and share. We would appreciate that. And go check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok also. So, and subscribe on our YouTube page. We would appreciate that. All right. For Jack, Will, he's gone. He's over there. I can hear him talking in the background. And
He's eating.
Charlie, Fade Charlie right here in the house. It has been One Team, One Podcast.
Logging out.